quick position rundown for you. The current top 5 are Bottas, Leclerc, Vettel, Ricciardo and Stroll. So just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Verstappen, Albon and Perez. And we're in front of Norris, Grosjean and Gasly. Currently the fastest lap is a 1 minute 13.8. Program complete. These results will do, although you could definitely do better. Consider giving it another shot. You are in first position, front of the pack, and behind us are Bottas, Leclerc and Vettel. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:13.0.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top 3. The rookie, Hamilton, and Valtteri Bottas. And that's it, practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
Who would you say is your biggest rival at the moment? Do you think this team are performing as well as they could do?
Great. Well, that's everything.
Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Bottas, Hamilton and Ricciardo. And we're in front of Giovinazzi, Norris and Vettel. Currently, the fastest lap is a 1 minute 11.9. There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. So just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Leclerc, and behind us are Stroll, Albon and Norris. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1 minute 11.8. Here's the top 5 cars as things stand. Hamilton, Bottas, Leclerc, Perez and Vettel. Currently the fastest lap is a 1:11.5. You've fallen down the order. You're now in P7.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Hamilton, Leclerc and Valtteri Bottas. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Hello and welcome to the Ile Notre Dame once again for what promises to be another incredible Canadian Grand Prix at a fiercely competitive circuit, where pole position can often be decided by less than 1/10 of a second. It's a tricky circuit to tackle in wet conditions, with top speed still of critical importance down the long back straight. There are 2.7 miles and 14 corners overall on a circuit that in the dry can see average lap speeds of around 130 miles per hour. We'll be lucky to get anywhere near that today. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Now, let's talk about Sergio Perez. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Vettel, Lance Stroll, and Verstappen, the rookie, Albon, Ricciardo, and Lando Norris, Sainz, Gasly, Romain Grosjean, and Kvyat, Giovinazzi, Ocon, Sergio Perez. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Kimi Raikkonen, Russell, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish. Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature. The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights. Let's focus now for the rest of the race. Looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Okay, gap ahead is 3.0 seconds. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Copy that. Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Exit, exit now. George is coming in for his stop. We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. You've moved into P4, fourth place now. Car ahead has come in to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tyres. Fourth position, you're in fourth position. Bottas is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Vettel is behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Our gap to first place is 9.4 seconds. You have 11 laps till your pit window opens. You have 25 laps to go. The gap to the car ahead is 0. box this lap. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap. Excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down. You have P5. P5. Vettel is ahead of you. Less than a second separate you. They're on old mediums. Stroll is behind you. The gap behind us is 5.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 13.4 seconds. Your pit window is open. Pit window is open. 13 laps to go. Go now. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Push now. Use your overtake button for more power. Your MFD for a new strategy option. Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage. Okay, copy that. your tyres. Manage your tyres. This is your final lap of the race. Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
A truly magnificent drive then, and a great performance from the entire team to secure victory here in Canada. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours.
You're beating all expectations. Would you say we all underestimated you? Do you have any comments about this team? The weather was miserable today, but do you feel this was an advantage for you? You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
Great. Well, that's everything.